Amp Media Production presents Gypsy Soul, your one-stop shop for letting out your inner gypsy. Join Denise Marsh as she brings on a variety of guests to share their artistic vision with the world.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Gypsy Soul. I'm your host, Denise Marsh, and I'm reporting from my dining room. That's right, guys. I couldn't come to the show because I've been recovering from the flu, so I brought the show to me. And these amazing producers are going to make it all happen. I mean, they've recorded on boats, they've recorded, I think, up in the air, in airplanes. I don't know. They've done everything. And so they will make their magic and they'll make this show happen. And I'm so confident in them and so grateful for them. So while I'm recovering from the flu, I've had to improvise on things like obviously the show. And I've been doing a lot of thinking. And sometimes that's good, sometimes that's not so good. But it definitely put things into perspective for me. It let me think about actually focusing in on one thing at a time. Because when I'm healthy, I'm doing 100 things at one time and trying to multitask, and not everything comes out the way I want it to. So I've been teaching myself literally how to focus on one thing at a time and not do so much multitasking only when it's necessary. Plus, I've had the gift of time because summer's here and school ended, so I've had time to heal. And that's a good thing. So, sometimes we get sick and we're like, oh, we can't do what we want to do and we're behind. But then, you clean. I found money today. So, yeah, I found hidden money today. I must have stashed away from myself and I forgot about that. You ever done that? That's the greatest feeling. And, that you forgot that you actually hid it from yourself. So, anyway, all good things, right? All good things. So, sometimes, in life, when we focus in on one thing at a time, we're able to listen to our inner gypsy more, right? We slow down, we can heal properly, we have memories go in and out of our head. We can think about things that we want to focus more on, people, places, and things that we want to focus less on. So, lots of introspection, especially today and this week. And I've had time to think about creative projects, and there's a creative project coming up really soon, but I'm keeping it under wraps for now. But as soon as I get it out to everyone, well, actually, you guys will probably be the first ones I tell, but you'll see. So I'd like to read you a poem. I may have read it before, and if I did, that's okay, because like I tell the kids in my class, sometimes, looking at something twice or three times is even better because you see better and hear better things in what you had done. So I think that this speaks to how I'm feeling right now. And let me just get it. I actually have it on from my journal, my little journal that I keep on my bed. And it's called Your Soul Remembers. This is an original poem, so it's never been anywhere before, and you'll be the first to have heard it, unless you heard it last time. Your soul remembers the things you left behind, the way a loved one caresses your face, the breakups and the beginnings, novelty and boredom. Your soul remembers the first red flag, your gut, your shield. Pushing forward, holding back, your soul remembers. The thing that was said, the pattern, the secrets to sanity. The final call, your soul remembers. The first kiss, the last kiss. The raw moments of truth and betrayal. The death and the awakening, your soul remembers. The soul guides the heart, yet scaffolds the lessons. It is the teacher, always. Your soul remembers. I hope you like that. That's actually something that I wrote when I had to follow some writing prompts for a challenge by David Greshel, who's an amazing poet. And I really learned a lot about myself writing that poem. It's actually one of my favorite ones. I hope you liked it. So, gearing into today's guest, my guest today is literally music to your ears. She likes to describe herself as opera meets pop. Emily Rose Mandell is a classical and pop singer-songwriter, and she's an amazing person and a very, very gifted singer at that. Ironically, I met her at open mic when her dad purchased my book, A Connecting Flight. I did my reading, and her dad read my book and actually gave me a really good review. So thank you, David, for that. So she's a sound like no other. Her voice will blow you away. Her father, her dad, David, will be playing the piano, will be doing the accompaniment for her songs. So we're going to go to a short commercial break. And after that, you'll hear Emily singing Blue Tourmaline with her father, David, playing the musical accompaniment on the piano. So don't go anywhere. So we've got a great show for you today. See you soon.
Hey there, have you heard of the new show Gypsy Soul? It's hosted by the one and only Denise Marsh. Listen in as she helps you release your inner gypsy with the best in South Florida, with plenty of special guests, with their own talents to inspire your inner gypsy. Tune in every other Thursday on your preferred streaming platform.
Welcome to the AMP Media Futures Foundation. We amplify students by connecting them with industry partners to develop essential career skills. Please help support the interns of AMP Media Futures Foundation through a one-time or a monthly donation. You help us by providing them a hands-on opportunity in production, business, and communication. Your generous donation can help provide funds for equipment software and mentorship programs. Show your support by a message of your choice. You can donate by card, PayPal, or ACH services. Check out AMP Media Futures Foundation at ampfutures.org and help them power through the media industry.
Start off with an original song called Blue Tourmaline. I hope you guys enjoy. He's like a breath of fresh air to me. He's got a sugar-sweet smile, a sweet personality. He's got a lip like a lark, like a softly swaying sea. He's got a look that just speaks to me. His beautiful face has a lot that you can glean. He's got an aura of gold that can practically be seen. He's got chestnut hair gently waving with a sheen. He's got eyes like blue tourmaline. His beautiful face has a lot that you can glean. He's got an aura of gold that can practically be seen. He's got chestnut hair gently waving with a sheen. He's got eyes like blue tourmaline.
my neighbors heard it too. I hope so.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Apologize for the technical difficulties there.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
trying to look at my phone to see when, when I'm up and when I'm not. So it's a little bit of a different format for me. Um, she's amazing, isn't she? She's like hypnotic, right? Her voice is hypnotic and beautiful. She almost sounds like a dream, like a mermaid's dream. I mean, maybe that'll be my next poem about her mermaid's dream. I'm just mesmerized by her voice. Hi, Emily.
Hi. How are you doing?
I'm much better. Your voice is, I was saying, hypnotic and beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you for being so flexible with the interview.
Of course. Yeah. It's great to be here.
I feel sad that I'm not in the studio with you, but I'm kind of with you in spirit, so it's all good.
Yeah. I'm glad that we were still able to find a way to do this interview virtually. So
We've been planning this for a while, so
yeah.
good. So, you're so talented. We see this petite frame, and then this angelic, powerful voice blows us all away. I have to say that because I always feel it every time I hear you sing. So, when did you start singing? Was opera always a passion of yours?
Well, I didn't get into opera until I was in high school. I've loved singing pretty much my whole life since I was a young child. I come from a musical family. My parents play instruments. They play music as a hobby. My mom's brother, my uncle, he's a jazz pianist, and he runs 2 jazz clubs in New York City. So I've always been surrounded by music, and so I've always loved music, and I love to sing. As an elementary schooler, I took music lessons at a music school, and I did mostly. It was pretty much pop music and that kind of thing. So I wasn't into opera yet. And then in middle school, my chorus teacher encouraged me to try out for the Florida All-State Choir. So I did, and I ended up getting in, and I went there to Tampa, where they hold the conference. They have a music teachers conference there, and that's where the Florida All-State Choir also takes place. So I sang there in middle school, and my life was changed. I was like, oh yeah, okay, I definitely want to do music as a career when I grow up. Then when I reached high school, I joined the choir there. I went to Boynton Beach Community High School, and they had a choir there called Dimensional Harmony. It was a very great choir, and had an amazing director. And everybody there sang in a very classical style. And when I sang with the other students, when I first entered the choir my freshman year, my voice just started to develop that way because I was singing the same way that my peers were, and I realized, wow, I really like this style. So I think I want to go into classical singing, and so I decided to take private classical voice lessons around my junior year of high school, and so I also decided that I wanted to go to college for music. I wanted to major in classical voice performance in college, and so my private voice teacher helped me get ready for that. And those 2 years of high school that I was with her, and yeah, and then I tried out for a bunch of different conservatories, and I got into about 4 of them. And then eventually I decided to attend Oberlin Conservatory in Oberlin, Ohio, which is near Cleveland. And I went there and majored in classical voice performance. I got my bachelor's degree a little over 2 years ago in May 2023. And that's pretty much my musical journey from a young child who took lessons singing pop to a classically trained singer. And now I like to combine both pop and classical together in the songs that I do because I love all different genres.
You have quite the story. You went through a lot of my questions real fast. You flourished like at a young age, and you said that you studied at a conservatory. What does it look like, a conservatory? What does it sound like? What does it look like to people? I always wondered what was different about studying in a conservatory, because that sounds like a very like fancy word, that you hear in the movies and stuff.
Yeah. So a conservatory, it's basically like a music college. There's all sorts of, I guess, music colleges. Like there's a lot of major universities have music programs. Oberlin is, then there's like private conservatories, and Oberlin is a little unique of a situation because they have a liberal arts college and they have a conservatory, so they're kind of like attached together. And you can either apply just to the college for a liberal arts degree, or you can just apply to the conservatory for a music degree, or you can you could have a double degree. So you could apply to both the college and the conservatory. I know some of my classmates did that. It was a 5-year program. If you do both the college and the conservatory, it's a 5-year program. And it's a really unique school. But I just applied to the conservatory and I just went to school there. Basically there's no, not really any core classes the way you would think, for example, for a university. Like you don't have to take math or science or that kind of thing. You do have to take some credits in liberal arts. So but you get to pick what you want to study in the liberal arts college for your liberal arts credits. But it's really just it's mostly music. You have to take music theory, aural skills, which is like ear training, and those were the first 2 years. So freshman and sophomore year at the conservatory, you take music theory and aural skills, and then you don't take them. You're done. You don't have to take those in junior and senior year unless you
Emily,
want to.
thank you for giving such a big summary of the conservatory. I appreciate it because I didn't know all of that. So are your songs autobiographical? That just took me 2 minutes to get that out. It's the song that you sang, Blue Tourmaline. I happen to love that stone, Blue Tourmaline.
Oh,
is it autobiographical? Is it based on something that happened in your own life?
Yeah. Most of the songs that I have out or have released / am currently working on but haven't released yet are written by me. A couple of them are written by my dad. And so the ones that my dad writes, it's interesting. We have two very different styles of writing. So my dad writes it like a fictional story. Like he makes up his own characters and then writes a song based on that. But mine, are more autobiographical. And so, the songs that I have released right now, they're a little bit, the topics are a little bit all over the place right now because my first song back home, I recorded the summer between my sophomore and junior year of college. And then the rest of them I kind of just wrote later on, year after year. More recently, the songs I'm working on right now that I'm going to release eventually are more focused on mental health. Like lately, that has been the topic that has spoken to me the most. So I'm just writing. I'm just like writing. I'm writing a lot about mental health lately. But those songs, and about my own mental health. So yes, they are autobiographical, and eventually I'm going to release those.
Next
but
question.
yeah. Oh, when am I going to release those? That with
Where can we see and hear more of you? The audience wants to know where
oh
can we see
yeah.
and
So yeah, pretty much any social media platform and streaming service. I'm on Instagram. My handle is at Emily_Rose_Mandell. And yeah, and you can find me like pretty much anywhere else: Facebook, TikTok, any of those other social media sites. You can find me just my full name, Emily Rose Mandell. YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud.
That's what I wanted to ask if you had anything on Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have 5 songs out on Spotify right now,
That's
and
wonderful.
thank you. Yeah, and I'm planning on releasing some more later on after I finish recording them / writing some of them. I still need to write some of them, but but there will be more coming out soon. Right now, I'm just behind the scenes working on them, and yeah, then eventually I'll release all of them. Yeah.
Well, I think sometimes when you do things behind the scenes, that's the best way, right? You can
Yeah.
observe and kind of like put your 2 cents in, and then you can weave everything in. But
Yeah.
your voice is so gorgeous,
Oh, thank
and
you.
like I said, mesmerizing. And your dad's a great guy, and I love how you help each other and you interact. And he's like part of your musical thing. I
Yeah.
love that, and I'm so happy that you were able to come on the show, and even with the situation that it was, that you were so flexible. And I hope that you'll come back on the show another time, and I'll be there in person with you, sitting next to you.
Yeah.
But I'm sure people will be looking you up after this. They'll want to see you again. They'll want to hear your dad again on the piano, and just can't get enough. But I look forward to seeing you again, maybe at open mic at Village Music or another
Yeah. Yeah.
team. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to be here, even though we're virtual. I'm glad that we were able to find a way to still do this interview. It's very
And
happy to
it's
be here. Yeah,
working. Yeah,
yeah,
it's really working.
yeah.
So but I'm going to say goodbye to the audience, and then when we end, and then we'll have you close out the show with your beautiful
Okay,
voice and your last song. Okay.
all right.
So thank you to all my devoted fans. I'm happy to say I've reached 300 followers. Very happy about that. Thank you guys for all that. I hope you're finding new ways to embrace your inner gypsy every day. If you need plans for Saturday, June 14th, come see me and 38 other talented authors at Heidi Hess's Read It Write It Festival. It's at the Wellington Green Mall in Wellington. It's absolutely free from 11 to 4. They're going to have a scavenger hunt. They're going to have a gift bag. They're going to have lots of events going on. And I'm at table 13 if you come by. Heidi Hess will be there. Sheila Fowler will be there. Frank Garofalo will be there. So many others. It's going to be amazing. Um, but I mean, this performance was absolutely just spectacular from Emily. And I will see you next time in person on June 19th. But Emily will actually close out the show with another beautiful song. And I love you guys, and I thank you for being part of this special half an hour with me at home or wherever I am, in the studio. I just, you make my life more meaningful, and I love doing this show. So thank you so much, everyone. Um, and we'll hear from Emily in a few minutes, singing her last song, and she will close us out. And you guys stick with your gypsy soul, embrace all that makes you feel free and light and full of love. And be good to each other, because it's hard right now. So we will wait for Emily to be ready. I'll keep talking. There she is.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna do one more song. It's called "Waste of Time." I hope you enjoy it. Oh Lord, help you, 'cause you won't dare to hope, no matter what I can tell you, until this timer has run out. There's still some hope of getting out. I refuse to let you lose, to let you get that easy. And I believe that there's a place where we would all much rather be. And I can tell that you could use some time away outside your cell. And there must be something more than we can see, or else I fear it's all a big waste of time. Time. No, you won't dare to hope, 'cause you think everyone's lying in this room. Is it true that you've given up trying until this fire has burned out? There's still some hope of getting out. I refuse to let you lose. You can't give up that easy. And I believe that there's a place where we would all much rather be. And I can tell that you could use some time away outside your cell. And there must be something more than we can see, or else I fear it's all a big waste of time. And it's so tempting to give up and sit back down on the couch and hold the remote. And it's so tempting to just stay under the covers, never go out that door. And this idea of yours, well, it's crazy enough that you know it just might work. And this whole thing is crazy enough that it might wake you up. And I believe that there's a place where we would all much rather be. And I can tell that you could use some time away outside your cell. And there must be something more than we can see, or else I fear it's all a big waste of time and effort and all our energy. It's all a big waste of time. Sha 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 ah. Sha 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 ah. Sha 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 ah. Sha 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 ah.
Thank you for tuning in. to Gypsy Soul. Make sure to stop by next time for another enlightening show. A show that was produced by Amp Media Productions and hosted by Denise Marsh.